Rajan, wala dyan. Ako'y send balik ka.
Hello. Hello, ma'am. Start na to, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Yes, go.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes. Di ko
Good
kakita ninyo. Di ko
Ayos.
kakita ninyo.
Kanang pre-bidding conference nga name, ma'am. O na ang atuang mga back. Uncome na yung uncome na lang kita sa mga. Parang ma'am, okay na ma'am.
Go.
Good afternoon. We request all who are present and those who are joining us virtually to stand as we offer our prayer to be led by Engineer Salinas.
Lord God Almighty, Creator of the heavens and earth, welcome you amongst us today and celebrate the gift of life that you have lavished upon each of us. We ask that you would open our ears so that we may hear your voice. Open our minds so that we may receive your eternal wisdom. Open our spirits so that we may know your leading and guidance. And open our hearts so that we may receive your wonderful love. You have entrusted us as stewards of your creation. Please guide us our hearts and we make decisions. We seek you first in all we do together. We give you our leaders, our stakeholders, and our workforce. May we be always mindful of their service. We can face that we are nothing without you, and our trust is in you completely. All this in the glorious name of Jesus. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Good afternoon and welcome everyone. To all of us present and to those who are joining us virtually through our YouTube channel, DPWH Cebu First DEO Procurement Live Stream this afternoon, November 6, 2023. For the information of all, as per the memorandum dated June 1, 2023, issued by Ardeliza R. Medinilla, Undersecretary for Support Services with the subject creation and set up of YouTube channels for transparency in procurement activities are issued pursuant to the recent unfortunate termination of various DPWH Facebook pages, utilizing the platform of YouTube for the broadcasting of procurement activities. And for the roll call of the attendees of this conference, may we have Mr. Willie Arceo, Back Secretariat.
Good afternoon to everyone. For the benefit of those who might be joining us online, it will be on the YouTube channel of the as I call the name of the bus member, kindly raise your hand for recognition. Aroa, the chairman, who is leading line project official in job PDWS. Good afternoon, Madam.
Percent 12%.
Thank you, Madam. For the provisional, sorry, for the back member, regular back member, the chief of the administrative section, Mr. Julius Cesar Valtanias. For the provisional back member for the construction project, he is also the chief of the planning section, engineer of KF Binoya. Provisional back member for maintenance project is the OIC chief maintenance section, engineer Manuelito Inende. So it has to be the presence of the technical working group headed by Engineer Teresita Aydin, together with the PWG members. Also, it has the presence of the OIC procurement engineer, OIC head, the master advisor, Engineer Evelyn Salinas, together with the secretariat members. For today's operating conference for contract ID number 23HD0097, 24HD0001 up to 24HD0012, we have three participating. Sorry, we have three prospective bidders who are present today. We have Diana RPS Construction. We have TCP Builders. And we have representatives from Gonzalo Enterprises. Now I give the floor to the Assistant District Engineer, Susan Orlovia Arrowa, Chairman, for her opening remarks. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Mr. Welly Arceo, and also to those who are watching us via live streaming via YouTube, and everyone in the office. Good afternoon, and welcome everyone for watching us via YouTube and using this new technology in conducting this pre-bid conference. For projects to be bid, we have the contract ID number 24HD0001 to 24HD0012 under early procurement activities or EPA based on National Expenditure Program or NEP for the fiscal year 2024, as well as 23HD0097 construction of Severo M. Beralio Provincial Hospital Complex, Cebu Province Hospital, Taytayan, Bugo City, Cebu. In view of the back attendance as per the roll call of Mr. Welly Arceo, I hereby formally open the conduct of today's pre-bid conference of contract ID numbers 24HD0001 to 24HD0012 and 23HD0097 as published in the invitation to bid number 1 and 21 and posted on the website of PhilJEP's DPWH and conspicuous place of this office from October 28 to November 3, 2023, respectively. The conduct of this pre-bid conference is pursuant to Section 22 of the 2016 Implementing Rules and Regulations of RA 9184, otherwise known as the Government Procurement Reform Act, and its purpose is to discuss, clarify, and explain, among other, the eligibility requirements and the technical and financial components of the contracts to be bid, including questions and clarifications raised by the prospective bidders before and during the pre-bid conference. So, at this point, let us proceed for the presentation and discussion of the contractual data project subject for this pre-bid conference.
Projects for pre-bidding: 23HD97, construction of Severo M. Beralio Provincial Hospital Complex, Cebu Provincial Hospital, Taytayan, Bugo City, Cebu. 24HD0001, preventive maintenance along Cebu North Hagnaya Wharf Road, kilometer 78 to kilometer 949 to kilometer 78 plus 23, Tabugon, Cebu. 24HD0002, off carriageway improvement along Bugo Purba, Medellin, Dalbantayan, Maya Road, kilometer 103 plus 895 to kilometer 104 plus 476, City of Bugo and Medellin, Cebu. 24HD0003, construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems, construction of flood control structures along Lighok River, Tabugon, Cebu. Construction, maintenance of flood mitigation structure and drainage systems, construction of flood control structure at Magsaubay Bridge, Dabantayan, Cebu. 24HD0005, construction, improvement of access roads leading to seaports, kalsada tungo sa Paliparan, release at Daungan Program, Katuparan. Barangay Ilihan to Barangay Kalanan Road leading to Tabugon Port, Tabugon, Cebu. 24HD0006, construction, completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Bituon, Dabantayan, Cebu. 24HD0007, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Sumusa, Tabugon, Cebu. 24HD8, construction of multi-purpose building, Barangay Bisugon, San Remigio, Cebu. 24HD009, construction, completion of multi-purpose building, Sitio Kanluma, Barangay Bungon, Tabuelan, Cebu. 24HD10, construction, completion of multi-purpose building, San Remigio Central School, Poblacion, San Remigio, Cebu. 24HD11, construction of multi-purpose building, Bakawan Elementary School, Barangay Bakawan, Dabantayan, Cebu. 24HD12, construction, completion of multi-purpose building, Barangay Mambuli, Tabugon, Cebu. For project profile number 1 will be read by Mr. Julio C. Servay Cañas and Engineer Teresita Escobar.
For pagkakaintay number 23HD0097, project name, construction of Severo in Imperial Provincial Hospital, Provincial Hospital, Taytayan, Buko City, funding source, additional infrastructure project required with 2023. Program, budget for the program, 149,799,055. Dimension, one story, brief description, construction of provincial hospital, subdivision 365 capital days. Category of groups, BICWOPLC, license category medium B. Summary of quality. Part 2, other general requirements. Part 3, Part A, earthworks. Part B, plain and reinforced concrete works. Part C, finishing works. Part D, mechanical, sanitary, and plumbing works. Part D, electrical or electronic works. The equipment requirements are 1 unit backhoe with a capacity of 0.8 cubic meter. 1 unit dump truck with capacity of 12 cubic yards. 1 unit plate compactor with capacity of 5 horsepower. 1 unit covered vibrator with a capacity of 5 ampere. 1 unit pump plate. 1 unit 100 liter with a capacity of 4 to 6 cubic foot per minute. 1 unit by cutter. 1 unit 1 welding machine with a capacity of 500 amperes, 1 unit cutting down kit, 1 unit stack mounted crane with a capacity of 20 to 25 units.
For project profile number 2, Engineer Limit and Engineer Gamutan.
Number 24HD0001, project name, preventative maintenance along Cebu North, Agnaya, kilometer 078 plus minus 949. So, kilometer 078 plus minus 023, Tabugon, Cebu. Funding source, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program, NET. Approved budget for the contract, EBC, 53,615,400. Dimension 6.10 by 285 meters. Brief description, construction route, contract duration 99 calendar days. Category of works, roads, construction, PCCP, license category medium age.
For the summary of quantities, we have item number Part B, other general requirements. Part C, earthworks. Part B, surveys and base course. Part E, surface course. Part G, drainage and slope protection structures. And Part H, miscellaneous structure. For the equipment requirements, we need 1 unit water truck or pump with 16,000 liter capacity, 1 unit each for pit compactor, motorized tool grader, vibratory roller, complete vibrator, 2 units complete vibrator, 1 unit each for complete grader, complete saw, vibrator, single phase, vibrator, one vibrator mixer, backhoe, well type, and vibrator 1 unit. We also need 1 unit barricade flasher light, 1 unit lower bed trailer with prime mover, 1 unit backhoe, 3 units dump truck, 1 unit chainsaw, 1 unit bulldozer, and 1 unit payloader.
For project profile number 3, Engineer Binuya and Engineer Teresita Discapiar.
Contract ID number 24HD 0001. Nickname outstanding improvement along support development in the Naya Fire Kilometer 185 Kilometer 0104 and 476 city with one engagement. Funding source required utility for national expenditure program. Our budget for the program $3,869,048. The dimension 6.1 by 285 meters. Brief description construction road. Conduct duration of the calendar days. Category 4 the roads construction. License category will be.
For the summary of quantities, we have Part B, other general requirements, Part C, earthworks, Part D, surveys and base course, Part D, drainage and slope protective structures, Part H, miscellaneous structure. For the equipment requirements, we have 1 unit water truck or pump with a capacity of 16,000 liters, 1 unit bed compactor with a capacity of 5 horsepower, 1 unit motorized refrigerator, 6 D7108 with a capacity of 140 horsepower, 1 unit vibratory roller, SD100DC with a capacity of 10 metric tons, 2 units covered vibrator, 1 unit covered shredder with a capacity of 5.5 horsepower, 1 unit covered saw, 40 inches blade diameter, with a capacity of 7.5 horsepower, with 1 unit each for bar cutter, bar single phase, 1 power mixer, and 1 unit backhoe wheel type with a capacity of 0.38 cubic meter, 1 bar blender. 1 unit barricade flasher light with a capacity of 3 volts, 1 unit overhead trailer with prime mover, 1 unit backhoe with a capacity of 0.8 cubic meter, 3 units dump truck with a capacity of 10 cubic, 1 unit chainsaw, bulldozer, and payloader.
For project profile number 4, Engineer Salinas and Engineer Magday.
Contract ID number 24HD0007. Project name, construction maintenance of flood mitigation structures and drainage systems. Construction of flood control structure along the Po River, Tabuco, Cebu. Funding source, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 19,600,000. Dimension, 6.10 by 2.85 meters. Description, construction of flood control structure. Contract duration, 165 calendar days. Category of works, FCSPS flood control and FCBPS flood control. License category, small b.
For the summary of quantities, we have Part B, other general requirements, Part 1A, earthworks, Part 1B, pump and slow protection works, and Part H, miscellaneous structure. For the equipment requirements, we need 1 unit loaded trailer with 5 mover, 1 unit 0.80 cubic meter capacity of backhoe, 1 unit 0.28 cubic meter capacity of backhoe wheel type, 2 units 10 cubic meter capacity dump truck, 1 bagger mixer, 16,000 liters capacity of water truck pump, 1 unit 140 HP G7108 motorized road grader, 1 inch for 10 metric tons vibratory roller, 36 to 40 metric tons crawler crane, vinyl hammer, 300 amperes welding machine, and concrete vibrator. Also, we need 1 unit of 1.15 cubic meter payloader, 1 5 horsepower capacity of blade conductor, and 1 chainsaw.
For project profile number 5, Mr. Julius Cesar Cañas and Engineer Alan.
For our contract item number 20,004, project 9, construction, maintenance of land mitigation structure and drainage systems, construction of flood control structure at max outline bridge that Retired Civil. Funding source, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program, NEP. Approved budget for the contract, 29,400,000 pesos. Dimension, 6.10 by 285 meters. Brief description, construction of flood control structure. Contract duration 150 calendar days. Category works, FCSPS flood control and FCBPS flood control. License category is small b.
For the summary of quantities, we have Part B, other general requirements, Part 1A, earthworks, Part 1B, bank and slow protection works, Part 1C, drainage works, and Part H, miscellaneous structure. Equipment requirements. We have low-bed trailer with prime mover, 1 unit, backhoe with 0.80 cubic meter, 1 unit, backhoe wheel type, 0.28 cubic meter, 1 unit, dump truck, 10 cubic meter, 2 units, 1 bagger mixer, 1 unit, water truck or pump, 16,000 liters, 1 unit, motorized road grader, 140 horsepower, 1 unit, vibratory roller, 10 metric ton, 1 unit, roller crane, 36 to 40 metric ton, 1 unit, vibro hammer, 1 unit, welding machine, 300 amperes, 1 unit, concrete vibrator, 1 unit, payloader, 1.5 cubic meter, 1 unit, plate compactor, 5 horsepower, 1 unit, and chainsaw, 1 unit.
For project profile number 6, Engineer Limit and Engineer Discalyar.
Project ID number number 7, no? Number 7, 24HD0011. Project name, construction improvement of access roads leading to seaports, kalsada tungo sa Paliparan, release at daungan program katupanan hingga ilihan to barangay Kalanan Road, leading to Tabugon for Tabugon, Cebu. Funding source FY 2024 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract EBC 19,600,000. Dimension 6.10 by 25 meters. Brief description, construction improvement of access roads. Contract duration 107 calendar days. Category awards, RC, SPS, flood control, construction slope protection using structural measures. License category small bid.
For the summary of quantities, we have part A, other general requirements, part C, earthworks, part D, drainage and flow protective structure. For the equipment requirements, we have body kit laser light, response battery operated 4 units, low bed trailer with prime mover 1 unit, motorized road trailer with a capacity of 140 horsepower, 1 unit vibratory roller, 10 metric ton, 1 unit water truck or pump with a capacity of 16,000 liters, 1 unit vacuum type, 420 cubic meter capacity, 1 unit bagger, one bagger mixer, 1 unit open vibrator.
For project profile number 7, Engineer Binuya and Engineer Gamutan.
In the survey, product ID number 24HD0001. Project name, construction, operation of the purpose building, barangay Bidol, Galantay, Cebu. Funding source, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000. Dimension 1 story. Brief description, construction, completion of the purpose building. Contract duration 40 calendar days. Category work, BIC, WOP, LC. Buildings, construction without piles, no rise concrete. License category is small.
For the summary of quantities, we have part 2, other general requirements, part 3A, earthworks, part 3B, plain and reinforced concrete works, and part 3C, finishing works. For the equipment requirements, we require backhoe with 0.8 cubic meter capacity 1 unit, dump truck with 12 cubic yards capacity 1 unit, plate compactor 5 horsepower capacity 1 unit, concrete vibrator 5 amperes capacity 1 unit, concrete 1 unit, 1 bagger mixer with 4 to 6 cubic feet per minute capacity 1 unit, welding machine with 500 amperes capacity 2 units, truck mounted crane with 25 metric tons capacity 1 unit, jack hammer 2 units.
For project profile number 8, Engineer Salinas and Engineer Magdayo.
Project name, construction of the purpose building, barangay Samusa, Tabugon, Cebu. Funding source, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the program, 4,950,000. Dimension 1 story building. Brief description, construction of multi-purpose building. Contract duration 60 calendar days. Category of works, BIC, WOP, LC buildings. Construction without piles, low-rise concrete. License category small B.
For the summary of quantities, we have part 2, other general requirements, part 3A, earthworks, part 3B, plain and reinforced concrete works, part 3C, finishing works, part 3B, mechanical planning sanitary works, part 3E, electrical works. For the equipment requirement, we need 1 unit 0.80 cubic meter backhoe, 1 unit 12 dump truck, 1 unit 5 horsepower plate compactor, 1 unit 5 amperes concrete vibrator, 1 concrete, 4 to 6 foot or 1 mixer, 2 units 500 amperes welding machine, 120 to 25 metric tons truck mounted crane, and 2 jackhammer.
For project profile number 9, Mr. Julio Cesar Panyas and Engineer Ala.
Contact name construction award within Barangay Buscogon, San Hills, Cebu. Public source information and detailed program name. Approval for the contract, 4,150,000 pesos. Dimension, 1 story. Brief description, construction of multi-purpose building, contract duration 60 calendar days. Category of works, BICWOPLC buildings. Construction lot 5, low-rise concrete. License categories small.
For the summary of quantities, we have Part 2, other general requirements, Part 3A, earthworks, Part 3B, plain and reinforced complete works, Part 3C, finishing works, Part 3D, mechanical plumbing or sanitary works, Part 3E, electrical works. Equipment requirements. Backhoe, 0.80 cubic meter, 1 unit, dump truck, 12 cubic yard, 1 unit, plate compactor, 5 horsepower, 1 unit, concrete vibrator, 5 amperes, 1 unit, concrete, 1 unit, 1 powder mixer, 4 to 6 cubic foot per minute, 1 unit, welding machine, 500 amperes, 2 units, truck mounted crane, 20 to 25 metric tons, 1 unit, jackhammer, 2 units.
For project profile number 10, Engineer Limit and Engineer Teresita Discalya.
Contract ID number 24HD0010, project name, construction, completion of multi-purpose building, Sitio Kanluma, Barangay Bungon, Tabuilan, Cebu. Funding source, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program, NEP. Approved budget for the contract is 2,970,000. Dimension, 1 story. Brief description, construction, completion of multi-purpose building. Contract duration, 40 calendar days. Category of works, BICWOPLC, buildings, construction without piles, low-rise concrete. License, category small vehicle.
For the summary of quantities, Part 2, other general requirements, Part 3A, earthworks, Part 3B, plain and reinforced concrete works, Part 3C, finishing works, Part D, mechanical or plumbing or sanitary works, Part E, electrical works. For the equipment requirements, we need 1 unit each for 0.80 capacity cubic meter backhoe, 12 cubic yard dump truck, 5 horsepower plate compactor, 5 ampere concrete vibrator, pump crane, 4 to 6 cubic foot per minute, 1 water mixer, 2 units 500 amperes welding machine, 1 unit 20 to 25 metric ton truck mounted crane, 2 units jackhammer.
For project profile number 11, Engineer Binuya and Engineer Gamutan.
For project ID number 24HD0010. Contract name, construction, occupation of multi-purpose building, San Antonio Central School, Poblacion, Central Museum. Funding source, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 2,970,000 pesos. Dimension, 1 story. Brief description, construction, occupation of multi-purpose building. Contract duration, 40 calendar days. Category 1, BICWOPLC, building, construction without low-rise concrete. License category, small building.
For the summary of quantities, we have part 2, other general requirements, part 3A, earthworks, part 3B, plain and reinforced concrete works, and part 3C, finishing works. For the equipment requirements, we require 1 unit backhoe with 28 cubic meters capacity, 1 unit dump truck with 12 cubic meters capacity, 1 unit plate compactor with 5 horsepower capacity, 1 unit fluid vibrator with 5 amperes capacity, 1 unit concrete, 1 unit one-bagger mixer with 4 to 6 cubic foot per minute capacity, 2 units loading machine with 500 amperes capacity, and 1 unit truck mounted crane with 25 metric tons capacity.
For project profile number 12, Engineer Salinas and Engineer Bagdayo.
For contract ID number 24 is case 0012, project name construction of multipurpose building, Banghawan Elementary School, Barangay Banghawan, Bantayan, Cebu. Funding source, FY 2024 National Expenditure Program. Approved budget for the contract, 4,950,000. Dimension, 1-story building. Brief description, construction of multipurpose building. Contract duration, 60 calendar days. Category works, BIC, WOPLC buildings. Construction without files, low-rise concrete. License category small B.
For the summary of quantities, works, part 3C finishing works, part 3D mechanical, sanitary, and planning works. For the equipment requirements, we need 1 unit each for the following: 0.80 cubic meter capacity backhoe, 12 cubic yard dump truck, 5 horsepower plate compactors, 5 amperes cubic vibrator, concrete, 4 to 6 cubic meter per minute, 1 bagger mixer, 2 units loading machine with 700 amperes capacity, 1 truck mounted crane with 20 to 25 metric tons capacity, and 2 jump units.
For project profile number 13, Mr. Julius Cañas and Engineer Alak.
Item number 24 is 0012. Project name, construction, completion of the proposed building, Barangay Maui, Tapugon City. Source is for National Expenditure Program X. Approved budget with a contract 2,970,000 pesos. Dimension 1-story. Brief description. Construction, completion of multipurpose building, contract duration 40 calendar days. Category works, BIC, WOPLC buildings, construction without files, low-rise concrete. License category small B.
For the summary of quantities, part 2, other general requirements, part 3A, earthworks, part 3B, plain and reinforced concrete works, part 3C, finishing works, part 3D, mechanical or sanitary and plumbing works, part 3B, electrical and plumbing works. For the equipment requirements, we have backhoe, 0.80 cubic meter, 1 unit, dump truck, 12 cubic yard, 1 unit, plate compactor, 5 horsepower, 1 unit, concrete vibrator, 5 amperes, 1 unit, concrete, 1 unit, 1 bagger mixer, 4 to 6 big foot per minute, 1 unit, welding machine, 500 amperes, 2 units, truck mounted crane, 20 to 25 metric tons, 1 unit.
For additional notes for the equipment requirements, we require a list of the contractor's major equipment units, which are owned, leased, and or under purchase agreements must be supported by proof of ownership and certification of availability of equipment from the equipment lessor, vendor, for the duration of the project, as the case may be, must meet the minimum requirements for the contract. For minimum material testing equipment requirements, please refer to DPWH Department Order Number 11, dated January 24, 2017, with the subject inclusion of the minimum materials testing equipment in the technical component of the bid. For the requirements for the key personnel of the aforementioned projects, we require one personnel as project manager, project engineer, accredited materials and quality control engineer, and foreman, with 3 minimum years of similar experience in the same position and five minimum years of similar and related experience. For the plans or drawings of these projects are already downloadable and made available in the PhilJEP's website. For the Class A documents are the legal, technical, and financial documents. For legal documents are registration certificate from SEC, DTI, or sole proprietorship or CDA for cooperatives, mayor's permit, and tax clearance. For technical documents, still part as Class A documents are first, pickup or special pickup license in case of joint venture. And in case of joint venture, a valid special pickup license and registration for the time and cost of the contract for this project is required. Second, records of all its ongoing government and private contracts, including awarded but not yet started projects. And third, records of single largest completed contract or SLCC, similar to the contract to be bid. For financial documents, part of the Class A documents are audited financial statement, staff received by the BIR or duly accredited and authorized institutions, and then FCC of at least equal to ABC. This comprises the Class A documents. Class B documents Class B documents are only applicable for joint venture. Thus, valid joint venture agreement or GVA is required, and each partner of the joint venture shall submit their respective PhilJEP's certificates of registration and submission of technical and financial eligibility documents by any of the joint venture partners constitute compliance, provided that the partner responsible to submit the NFCC shall likewise submit the statement of all of its ongoing contracts and audited financial statements. Submission and receipt of bids. First envelope, technical proposals. Technical proposals are PhilJEP certificate of registration and membership, pickup license and registration, or special pickup license if joint venture. And lastly, statement of all ongoing government and private contracts. Technical proposals, the statement of LCC and FCC computation, joint venture agreement if applicable, omnibus sworn statement, and bid security and bid securing in the prescribed form, amount, and validity period. Last, the project requirements such as organizational chart for the contract to be bid, list of contractors' personnel, list of contractors' major construction and laboratory equipment. And the second envelope are financial proposal. For financial proposal, bid form, bid prices in the bill of quantities or BQ, detailed estimates, and cash flow by quarter. Checklist for technical and financial proposal. For the checklist of the technical and financial proposals, we remind bidders that they should attach and comply or prescribe forms attached in our bidding documents, the loadable in the PWH and PhilGEM's website. Opening and preliminary examination. For the opening and preliminary examination of bids, the bank shall open the bids in public at the time, on the date, and at the place specified in the invitation to bid. The bidders, representatives, or licensed officers who are present shall sign and register to evidence their attendance. In case video conferencing, webcasting, or other similar technologies will be used, the attendance of participants shall likewise be recorded by the back secretariat. In case the bids cannot be opened as scheduled due to justifiable reasons, the rescheduling requirements under Section 29 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA number 9184 shall prevail. For detailed evaluation of bids, the procuring entities bank shall immediately conduct a detailed evaluation of all bids rated pass using all discretionary pass or fail criteria. The bank shall consider the conditions in the evaluation of bids under Section 32.2 of the 2016 revised IRR of RA 9184. Completeness. The financial components of bids stage pass bidder shall be evaluated using non-discretionary criteria, including arithmetical corrections for computational errors, and thus, therefore, the correct total calculated bid prices. The bank shall automatically disqualify any total calculated bid price which exceeds the ABC. The following factors are to be considered in the evaluation of the bid prices as to its completeness. No price for the required item, non-responsive, indicating a zero or a dash, free to the government. All prices are deemed to include all taxes, bids not addressing or providing all of the required items in the bidding documents, including where applicable BOQ shall be considered non-responsive. For the arithmetical corrections, bid prices in figures versus words prevail. Total price per item versus unit price per item, unit price prevails. Total price versus actual sum of component items, actual sum prevails, and unit cost in detailed estimate versus unit in BOQ prevails. And if above ABC disqualified. Post-qualification procedure. Within an extendable period of 5 calendar days from receipt by the bidder of the notice from the bank and it submitted the lowest calculated bid, the bidder to submit its latest income and business tax returns filed and paid through the PIR, electronic filing and payment system, or EMPS and other appropriate licenses or permits required by law as stated in the bidding document. The bank will verify, validate, and certificate of all statements made and documents submitted by the bidder. For the legal requirements, the licenses, certificates, permits, agreements, and exclusion in any blacklist. For financial requirements, bid security, bid price proposal, and FFCC. For technical requirements, key personnel, availability, and commitment of major construction equipment, performance in ongoing government and private contracts, authenticity, and correctness of bid security. For the awarding of contract, the contract shall be awarded to the bidder whose bid has been determined to be the lowest calculated and responsive bid as a result of the detailed evaluation cost qualification conducted. And contract awards should be made within the bid validity period. For questions and clarifications for the project subject in this pre-bid conference are advised to send their letter on or before November 7th day of November 2023 and must be addressed to Susan L. Ronopia Arua, Assistant District Engineer, Back Chairman, or to Evelyn A. Salinas, OIC Head Procurement Engineer in our office address at DPWH Cebu First District Engineering Office, Poblacion within Cebu, or email us at electronicbids_cebu1@dpwh.gov.ph. Bids must be duly received by the Bank Secretariat on or before 10 a.m. on the 20th day of November 2023 at the bidding room, second floor, God Building, DPWH First District Engineering Office, Poblacion within Cebu, and must be addressed to Susan L. Ronopia Arua, Assistant District Engineer, Back Chairman, DPWH First District Engineering Office, Poblacion within Cebu. For the closing remarks,
Since the box your mouth is very same to look at the laptop and the laptop both between rebuilding and for the project and additional reminders for the prospective bidders. Bidders are also directed to observe DPWH Department Order number 197 dated October 7, 2016 and preparation of financial bid proposal to present a proper position of explicit marks up by the prospective contractors. So any comments, reaction, and clarifications from the bank and prospective bidders for the provincial project discussed for the project pre-bid conference for the contract ID number 24HD0001 to 24HD0012 and 24HD0097. Any comments from the prospective bidders? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So adjourn exactly 12:48 p.m.